All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, 50-60, Pittsburgh. Two, fellas, let's go. Come to my work. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
On the ready. 56 is the mark. Here we go, D. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Ready, set. Spike 56. I'm here all day. Go. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Set. 8. Read. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Delta. Come get some. Here, one. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Switch. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got him. On the ball. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
To throw again. Love. That's complete right around the 8. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
15. 23-yard line. Single. Yo, faster. 2.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 10. Hey, Charlie. Defense, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
5.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Cooper was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off play action. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Kill. Rock it. Check. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodgers. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Break. Hey, Alpha. D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action. We had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Boyd, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. from the gun. Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Recon, 132 fighter. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Here we go. You go.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Come on.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 4. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, it's Rodgers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check it. Any weapon.
Second and 6. And on the left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
On the ready.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Go! Hey!
Mike 10. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Tighten up.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 6 orange. I'm coming after you. Mike 55.
Watch the run. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to let this one. He's got a man. Complete. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Okay, break. Mike 56.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Off the play fake. Love. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On first down, Boyd. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now back to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Results in a fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cooper. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Under 10. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
Now Rodgers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up.
50, 50. Mike 50.
X3. 218. Chopper.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Big difference. Big difference.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st down, it's Boyd, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson. 56. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Blue dot Porkers, blue dot Porkers. Shoot, shoot. Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And this is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodgers. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Cooper, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Rodgers. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, let's go. Why? 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Come on, the ball. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Down. 18 Gator.
Whip.
80 weapons. Fair. Now.
On 1st down, it's Rodgers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Kill.
2nd and 3. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10.
50, Mike, 50.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get him, get him, get him. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Love. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Boyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready, 90, walk. Go. Go. Check. Lucky. 22 jet bomber, 22 sand, go.
Off play action. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
15. 1st down, Patriots.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Chopper. Ready, go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, alert 3. Chopper. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 4th down. Love. He's going to sling this deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 88. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue.